Okay, Keeping no this okay. I'm gonna give you an idea of percentage of inclines here. So I'm standing in the driveway that comes into this job. Now right here, this is only about a 7 or 8%. So you see Rafa standing there, he's about 10 meters ahead of me. So that's 7 or 8%. So what we did on this one was what we really drastically changed this from what they'd done when they'd cut the lot. Because this is very steep. Now, Rafa Camino Arriba. Now, now here's where you get into problems with roads. Now, I've got Rafa walking ahead of me, so to give you a perspective of, again, that's about 7 or 8 meters in front of me. Now this area, well, up to here, the end of the driveway here, this is about 25%, but it softens out. And you can see up there, it's about 12 to 14% gradient. Now you see, look at the road here. Rafa, bien. So again, our separation is about 8 meters. Now that's about, as I said, a 12 to 14% gradient, and you see the road is in pretty good shape. At least I hope you can see it. Now when we turn around, now this gutter we built, this is about 22% right where it is. Now you can see this is where I've got to put another one in because we're collecting water here and it's eating the road. So I got to push that water over and force it off of the road so it doesn't, because as it collects and collects, it starts flowing. Basta, whoa, Rava, whoa. Now here is an example. Now again, he's about roughly 10 meters in front of me here, and this is about a 25% grade here. So we've had one diverter there. Now, camino hasta de desvío. Now we put another one down here, but it's not one. Okay. No, just esperando. Okay, now he's standing. See, there's what I was talking about. That's looks like a speed bump. We put some cement on it so that it wouldn't wash away. But you see, I've got enough water collecting here that it is eating the road. And this from here goes 25. Even on one spot I measured it, it was like a 30% gradient. And then now I think the gradient about where Rafa is walking, there's about what I think your road's going to end up at. The coming across from the two trees are taking out there. But that is, I think Federico is being very generous in thinking it's only going to be a 10%. I don't think that's going to be doable, because here we have, if you go down, this is where the road, as we're coming up this mountain here, the road softens up when we come up around that curve down there until here. Oh, and somebody is using my demonstration area. How rude of them. Anyway, that is, when we're getting down to the bottom there again, we're leveling off, and that is about a 12-14% there. So anyways, I hope that, well, maybe I'll leave this running. Because without somebody walking in it on a video, you can't tell shit. You need something for perspective. So, but it says we get right here, and of course, well, and this was just, when we started, this was just eating the shit. I had a canal over here that was at least up to my knees deep or more, because with that kind of a gradient, it's not a big shock that the rain's going to eat the hell out of it. I just hope with another water diverter up the other side of the driveway, I can reduce a bunch of this runoff so that it doesn't chew the hell out of it, because at that gradient it's really tough, and you may find that eventually when you're coming up to the parking area, and then especially when you leave that parking area there, I'm going to take a level with me next time and check the percentages when it's done, so you've got a better idea. But you may well, especially when leaving that may need a bit of cement mixed in with the lastre to the gravel to harden it and stop it from washing the hell out of everything. But the general principle, of course, is, well, gradient, and the fact that you always got to be pushing the water off the road, because if it runs down the road, well, you see, you know, there, and this is, we're hardly barely started rainy season. I mean, this hasn't had more than, oh, I'm going to guess so far we've only had maybe 20 inches of rain. Well, out of 15 feet, that's not very, oh no, not 20 inches. Yeah, about 20 inches of rain. Well, out of 15 feet, that ain't very much. So there's a lot worse coming yet, but I'm telling you, half an hour or an hour downpour can do one shitload of damage to a road. So it's all with coming up with a plan how to fix it down. I mean, and you know, unless your name is Rockefeller, you can't very well pave a kilometer. Well, what is that now? I figured originally, I think it was 800 meters, so I don't know, we might be 900 now with this here teardrop approach. But anyways, I thought you know, that would give you some perspective of what you're looking at in. And I hadn't actually come out here with a level and measured this, but you know, this, you're not going to be worse than this. You know, we're just trying to soften it as much as possible. As it here, like, you know, I can try to tame the road some, but I mean, you know, this is way too late for anybody doing any kind of serious planning, because these are all everybody's lots and whatnot. So it's not like the route of the road can change. Well, and looking up there, you can kind of get a drift of when I said you're just of a hill. You know, this is a bloody mountain without question. But anyways, hopefully that's helpful.